Welcome to another episode of Paranormal Night Shift, your home for all things that go bump in the dark and your fan stories told here. I'm Grayson McGaha. For a lot of people, seeing is believing. It's hard to believe in the paranormal for a lot of people because they hadn't had an experience, or at least one that they're willing to talk about. But then the question becomes, what do you do once you've had an experience? Once you've seen and believe, what do you do with that information? Today's story comes from Carrie, a nurse who might have bit off more than she can chew when she invited just that situation to happen. I've been a nurse now for 20 years, and while a lot of my coworkers and patients talk about spirituality and the veil, it's science, right? There's no such thing as miracles. Oh, it's a miracle, we brought him back. No. We worked on him for 20 minutes. The medicine did what it was supposed to do. That's not a miracle, it's science. I've been in the room with people as they've passed. I never saw a shining light. I never saw people in the room, and I've never felt a cold presence on my shoulder. I was always of the mindset that people can believe whatever they want to believe, and if that brings them comfort, that's fine, but let's be reasonable here. This concept and idea of some old man in the sky and some half-man goat with horns with a pool of fire, it's the thing of fairy tales. It's ridiculous. So I thought. My friend Tiffany had what she called a gift. Knowing what I know now, it feels more like a curse. But she always believed in the power of crystals, the power of magic. I know it all seems very hoodoo and voodoo, but I didn't know what to call it. She believed that she could see through the veil. Tiffany was a nurse as well, and her bedside manner was amazing. The patients always seemed to love her, and she would spend time in the rooms long after the patients has passed, just doing what she did. Nobody asked questions because she was very good at what she did. It's like she had a spiritual connection with our patients, like they were comforted with her being there. She would often talk about the power of crystals and the power of positivity. She would do cleansing prayers and spray. She would open windows so that our guest could leave. But for every good thing she saw, she also saw a lot of bad. She would talk about negative energies, attachments, parasites, vampires, as she called them. Things that did not mean to do you any good. Dark energy, light energy, it all seems so very silly to me. But I was wrong. Oh, how I was wrong. I worked the night shift. One night at work, Tiffany just started feeling very bad. She said nothing felt good, and she needed to leave. It was like she was being told that she needed to leave. And that's what she did. She got in her car and left. But she was back at the hospital within 30 minutes. See, Tiffany was involved in a hit-and-run DWI accident. It's too much to bear to try to describe, but it was horrible. Her car was totaled, her body was shattered, and we knew she did not have long. It's a hard thing to describe if you've never been in healthcare, but trying to do your job on somebody that you love is one of the most hardest things that I've ever had to do. We're trying to save her, but our prayers for life quickly went for our prayers for her to pass peacefully. As she's fading in and out of consciousness, I went from being a nurse to being Tiffany's friend. She continued to speak with me. It's a gift. I have to pass it to somebody. It cannot go with me. I can't take it with me. I choose you. I need you to see what I see. At the time, I didn't understand what she was saying. I do now. Whatever you want. I held her hand as she left this world. But the moment she left this world, I felt a burning shock of energy flow through my body. It was the hottest and coldest thing that I had ever felt. I felt the energy just surge through my body. In a flash, I felt the sensation. I felt the veil lifting. Everything that I used to not believe in started flowing through my body. I watched with my own eyes as my friend's spirit left her body, and everything she spoke of just came to me. We have to open the window. I watched her leave this world. But those peaceful things are not the only thing that I see. There is good and bad. There is good and evil. and they both exist. And now I see them all of the time. Reapers and leeches, attachments, they're all real. Angels, demons, whatever you want to call them, it's real. It exists. I don't know what to do with this newfound gift, but I spent years always laughing behind Tiffany's back, always saying she's got to be crazy. There's nothing crazy about it. This is enough to make you crazy. You're crazy to believe all of the stories, everything that has been passed down from every different generation, every different culture. They all speak of ghosts. They all speak of good and evil. And we play the game that it doesn't exist, that it can be proved by science. It can't. You can't. We try to use science to try to reason things that we can't understand. There's certain things that you're not meant to. Ooh, I love this story. If you've had a paranormal encounter experience or a ghost story, please share it with me here at Paranormal Night Shift. And thank you for watching.